Latunski stated that Kevin Bacon had explained to him that he had been suicidal in the past. The discussion began about how Latunski could make Mr. Bacon's body disappear.
Disturbing moments in a Shiawassee County courtroom today in the preliminary hearing from Mark David Latunski, an officer detailing conversations he had with Latunski as he described the death of Kevin Bacon. Latunski will go to trial facing open murder and mutilation charges. The defense tried to say Kevin Bacon wanted to die and Latunski was just helping him commit suicide. ABC 12's Ann Perrette was in that courtroom today and new at 6. She shares why Kevin Bacon's family says that simply isn't true.
My anxiety level was through the roof. I heard things before I haven't heard them yet, so I'm just trying to process it all and take it all in.
KARL and Pamela Bacon sat through 2.5 hours of witnesses Friday, detailing how Mark David Latunski allegedly killed their son on Christmas Eve, from the initial meetup when the 25-year-old was blindfolded and bound to the sexual encounter to his gruesome death, which police say included cannibalism. I'm struggling with it. It's
been hard.
Anybody who loses a child, it's a struggle, and to lose it this way, it's even worse.
Yes.
Than the events of this past year, and it's been
hard.
It's been mind-numbing.
The county's assistant medical examiner, a forensic scientist, and 3 police officers took the stand. During questioning, we first heard Latunski's defense, his claim that Kevin Bacon asked for death.
Kevin didn't deserve this no matter what. And I don't believe what Latunski said, because our son would never do something like that.
I think the suicide pact thing is another load of another story that Latunski had built up to get him off.
The Bacons say their son does have a history of mental illness, explaining he did try to commit suicide a few times, but said the last attempt was more than a year prior to his death.
As soon as he did, he regretted it, so he sought help, and he's been receiving help ever since.
Bacon's parents added they're grateful for the community support and happy to see Latunski will stand trial, but say they won't get justice for their son until Latunski's convicted.
The death penalty doesn't exist in the state, so maximum life without the possibility of parole is what I want.
Me too.
In Corona, Ann Perrette, ABC 12 News.
All right, Ann, thank you. Kevin Bacon disappeared on Christmas and was found in Latunski's home 2 days later. Latunski has been in custody since his arrest on December 27th. His attorney entered an insanity plea back in February, but state psychiatrists ruled he is competent to stand trial. Again, at today's hearing, Latunski's attorney tried to argue his client didn't commit murder, but instead helped Bacon to commit suicide, even trying to add that charge to the list of crimes Latunski is accused of. The prosecutor cited People v. Kevorkian, arguing consent is not a defense. Regardless, the defendant can't add a charge, so the judge denied that request, instead binding Latunski over to trial on the open murder and mutilation charges. No date has been set for that trial.